Welcome to the Hole as our second-ranked Tigers from Grambling State welcome the Bulldogs of Louisiana Tech. It's the second time these teams have ever met. First quarter action, Holly takes the counter right, follows his blockers, gets upfield and picks up 17. Next play, Smith drops back, scrambles to his right, makes a cut. He runs over Jackson, is finally brought down after gaining 17. A few plays later, Smith keeps the option right. He jukes out Carey, then Smith, and he is gone. The senior QB goes 33 yards to the house, 7-0 Bulldogs. Tigers take over. PA2 drops back and throws a dart to DJ Clark. The senior wideout gains 16. Then field goals play action. He scrambles right, sets his feet, and throws it deep to Chad Terrell, but he dropped it. What happened? He was wide open. Next play, field goes back to the air. He hits Gunn on the curl. He makes a move and is off to the races. Demetrius Gunn goes 48 yards to the house. We're knotted up at 7. After a Bulldogs 3-and-out, CB23 takes the handoff and muscles his way to an 8-yard gain. Later, Higgins gets into the act, cuts outside to the right, gets the corner, turns upfield and gets popped and fumbles, but it goes out of bounds after gaining 18. Then Brooks goes up the middle. He weaves through traffic and picks up another 9. Couple plays later, Austin drops back. He scrambles left, sets his feet, and throws it deep to Bradford, and he bowls his way into the end zone. 14-7 Grambling State. La Tech takes over. Smith drops back and throws a dart to Hardy on the outside. He's pushed out after gaining 13. Next play, Smith shows off his running ability, stiff-arming Carey, and finally getting tripped up after a huge gain. A few plays later, Smith drops back again. He scrambles to his left, sheds 2 tackles, and muscles his way to 16. Then Holly takes the inside handoff and finds some space, and the big back picks up 9. 2 plays later, Smith drops back and decides to take it up the middle. He stumbles into the end zone. We're knotted up at 14 apiece. GSU looks to respond. Austin with the 3-step drop, and he threads the needle to Clark for 8. Then field goes back to the air. He scrambles left, sets up and throws a laser to Clark across the middle for 13. A few plays later, Brooks finds some space on the left, drops his shoulders and rumbles his way to 13. Then Austin drops back, doesn't like what he sees, so he scrambles right. He turns upfield and steps out after picking up the first down. Next play, Austin goes back to the air, and look at the touch pass to Pate in the end zone. 21-14 Grambling State. Next Tigers possession, Austin goes back to the air. He scrambles right and is looking to go deep to Higgins. He comes down with it and is brought down after picking up a huge gain. Then Austin will show off his arm again, connecting with Higgins across the middle, this time for 14. A few plays later, CB23 would take the handoff up the middle and get into the end zone. Tigers go up by 14. G-Man's defense forced another 3-and-out, and Brooks is still running hard. He finds a crease and gains 10. Then Austin drops back and hits Gunn on the curl. He gets popped, but still gains 13. A few plays later, Austin goes back to the air. He finds Higgins wide open across the middle for a gain of 16. 2 plays later, Austin from the gun. He scrambles right, sets his feet, and throws a dart to Terrell. And look at the cutback, and he walks into the end zone. GSU is starting to pull away. 35-14 would be your score at the half. Tigers dominated in all aspects of the game. Let's see if they can keep it going in the second half. Start of the third, Austin drops back and hits Clark on the outside. He turns upfield and has some space. He's finally wrapped up after gaining 30. Later in the drive, Austin drops back, rolls to the right, and is going deep again. He hits Higgins wide open behind the defense, and he gets tackled down at the 2. Next play, CB23 punches it into the end zone. 42-14 Grambling State. Louisiana Tech would go 3-and-out and forced to punt to Higgins. He starts left, cuts it back right, and he's turning on those jets. Higgins cuts back inside, then back to the sideline and gets tackled after a 45-yard return. A few plays later, Brooks takes the handoff inside, bounces it outside, and is tackled at the 5. Then CB23 gets his 3rd touchdown on the day. Grambling State up 49-14. Bulldogs look to get things going. Smith tries to set up the screen, but is picked off by Josh Carey, and nobody's going to catch him. He walks into the end zone, pick 6 for the G-Men. Tigers offense back on the field. Higgins takes the counter right, turns on the Jets, hits the spin move, and gets tripped up after gaining 29. Then Will Higgs would cap off the drive from a yard out, 63-14 Grambling State. Next Bulldog possession, Smith drops back, steps up and throws a laser to Kozar for a gain of 21. Then Smith drops back again and hits Moss on the angle route, and he fights forward for 13. A few plays later, Smith goes back to the air, doesn't like what he sees, so he takes off. He gets brought down after gaining 13. First and goal, La Tech. Belt takes the inside handoff and gains 2 yards. Second down, McCormick tries to go up the middle, but gets stuffed by the G-Men's defense. Third down, McCormick takes the sweep left, but the G-Men stand him up short of the goal line. La Tech forced to go for it on fourth down. Moss tries to go up the middle, but Deontay Bridgewater pops him in the backfield. What a stand by the G-Men's defense. And that would do it. Grambling State rolls again in impressive fashion, 63-14. Talk about a bounce back game. Phil Austin finishes 16 of 22 for 321 and 4 touchdowns. On the ground, Charlie Brooks carried the rock 17 times for 122 yards, 3 scores. Will Higgins had a solid day as well, 14 totes for 83 yards and a score. Out wide, DJ Clark had 5 grabs for 81 yards, but Will Higgins went off. 5 grabs for 102 yards. Gunn, Terrell, Pate, Bradford each caught a touchdown in this game. And on defense, Josh Carey led the way with 9 tackles, a sack, and another pick 6. That's 3 in 2 games. What a game for our Tigers, extending the winning streak to 21 games. Grambling State goes into the bye week streaking and has big recruiting news. We'll talk about that and get ready for our last game of the season versus New Mexico State in the Tigers Den podcast. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're brand new, and don't forget to hit those links down in my description. Follow your boy on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, @BigCGotGame, and we'll talk in the Tigers Den podcast. Have a great day, guys. 2 fingers in the air. Peace.